All right, everyone, here we go. How about a little reading? Let's have a little fun. Let's get crazy. All right, here we go. It's 3 quick cards with me, which we all know is 400 cards. But here we go. This time around, because I just pulled the Friday reading a little while ago, and I was taking a look at the energies that are here right now, I thought I'd give us a little precursor here on this 3 quick cards with Steve to the week coming up, the 9th through the 15th. I'm going to pull the weekly reading tomorrow, 1 card for each sign and clarify and all the stuff I do every week. But there's something going on in the energy here. I see it in my pre-shuffle. I'll talk about that in a second. I just thought we'd get a little snapshot of it. Why not? We'll have a little fun. You know, it's been kind of a fun day. It's fun messing with all you on Twitter again. That's always exciting. Steve's Love Tarot, the SLT Twitter, the place to go for your porn. All right, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. All right. My comments are off, but you can always come out on Twitter and say hello if you want. All right, there you go. That's my plug for my Twitter feed. That's about links in the channel and in every description of every video you can find it. All right. It's timeless reading. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Lot of so the week of the 9th through the 15th, right? I'm just taking a little snapshot here. 3 quick cards with me and a bottom card, which will be 400 cards. A lot of nervous tension here, kids. A lot of nervous tension in my pre-shuffle. I got the 7 of Wands, which by itself isn't too bad. It's a very defensive energy. Then I got a Hermit. I got 2 little lamps here. See this? A lot of thinking going on, but it's defensive energy. It's confused energy. The 7 of Cups is here, and the 5 of Swords is here. It sometimes is a false victory. It sometimes is self-sabotage and things like that. It's a mix of both. It's this behavior causing a 5 swords. And underneath the 5 swords is, well, choking on hello. It's my choking on hello card from our, I think it was our November song that was in the energy, right? Helplessly hoping. Right here, the Page of Pentacles. Choking on hello a little bit, knowing where the fucking rainbow is. It's just, aside from choking on hello, it's nervous energy. All right, so we'll have to see what happens in the reading for the week, but there's a lot of powerful astrology that's going to be pulling on things here. There's a lot of important readings I'm going to be doing, all signs type stuff coming up. It's going to be pretty massive. Let's see where we go here. Let's take a look. Very nervous. I'm nervous as I hold the cards. I mean, it's that kind of energy. I can dig it. Somebody's in their fields. They got Venus going retrograde. You got Mercury about to go retrograde, supercharging it. You got the nodes changing signs or changing points of destiny. It's, you know, Jesus Christ. It's really happening here. It's really going on. Uranus going direct will be a little helpful, but that's not really that powerful of an energy as I pick up on it anyway. But I may still pull a reading on it anyway just to see what it's going to do. Because it's sitting in Taurus. Let's see what we got here, which is, you know, it's an earthy place for a planet of, you know, spontaneity, shall we say. All right, here we go. Shuffling the deck here. Give me a reading, universe. Tell me about the week of the 9th through the 15th here. Just give me an overview on it. 3 cards and a bottom card. All right. Okay, I'm encouraged to cut the deck, and I am. People distracting themselves before the cut. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, anything I could focus on to get away from this nervous energy. Oh my God, anything I could focus on. Dumbass. Stop trying to distract yourself from things that emotions, and trying to distract yourself from emotions with pentacles is fucking stupid. All right, it's like having to take a piss and standing next to a waterfall. You're crazy, man. You're going to end up with wet pants or it dripping down your dress, one or the other. Right here after it, this is why. Knight of Cups. I don't know what comes after the cut. I just talk. I just read the energy to you, and I do it the way I do it. I feel it, and I translate it into words. I tell the jokes to loosen it. I got a lot of new people here, so I have to go back over who you're dealing with. Anyway, Knight of Cups. Yeah, try to distract yourself from the love. Standing next to a waterfall when you have to take a piss. That's what it is. It's it's a recipe for wet pants. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Give the deck a final shuffle. And let's see where we go. Give me a reading, universe. Give me an overview on the week of the 9th through the 15th of January 2021. And this reading, I said it's timeless. It technically is. Energy is cyclical. Although the exact energy doesn't necessarily come around because there's different astrology pulling on it. Something similar will come around for somebody else. So somebody watching this in 2025 is probably going to experience something very similar to what you all are experiencing. It was possible, you know. If they found it, they were meant to find it. So it's good to note. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Give me a reading, universe. It knows what I mean by that. Yep, it does. I see the bottom card. It knew what I meant. Look who came back. 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords this time in the center position. I see what it's crossed by. Wait till you see what it's crossed by. Well, it's not that big a deal, but it is to me. Energetically, it makes sense. The Star is the last card. There is so much, I swear to fucking God, there is so much fucking hope here. It's, again, I'm just going to talk about these 2 cards first because this is basically, these are red, center, left, right. Okay? So this one here, it leads to this one, basically. And what I've got here is I've got, again, standing next to a fucking waterfall when you got to take a piss. It's futile. It's right here. Somebody just needs to get their shit together a little bit. You can go ahead and think all you want. You can distract yourself all you want. Crossing that is the 2 of Wands. Crossing the 2 of Swords is the 2 of Wands. The affecting energy is the 2 of Wands. It's a whole lot of ready, set, go, stop. Or maybe more aptly put, ready, set, stop. Right? Ready, set, stop. There's confusion here. Somebody this is someone chickening out at the last moment. I don't know. I want to go in. I need to I'm going. It's a whole new world for me. I'm going. Something like that. And then they stop themselves because they get confused because they get in their head. And what's comfortable for your person is to distract themselves with pentacles, well, practical concerns, things like that. But the problem with that is that creates the nervous tension that we saw in the pre-shuffle. It creates it makes you nervous. It makes you antsy, you know. And think about it this way in the 3D. Think about something you're nervous about that's coming up. I don't know, maybe you got a doctor's appointment or something I don't know. It doesn't matter. Something or the dentist, everybody fears the damn dentist. You know, you got something you're nervous about, it's a few days away, so you find something to do to distract yourself. It's never 100%, is it? It's always there in the back of your mind, you know, especially when you get to the end of the project you've given yourself, kind of a thing, all right? So that's kind of what we've got. We've got a week of nervous tension. I don't know how it's going to play out for each sign, but I am going to switch decks, and I am going to pull a few more cards because I want to pull on this Star here because it's an energy of hope that's coming off of it. It's like it's major arcana. It's like the universe itself is saying, I have hope here, Steve. Okay, do you? All right, that's cool. It's destiny. It's this person. It's unreal. This connection cycle has been unreal pulling on it. It really has. All right, give me the Star. And I'm going to pull 3 cards right here underneath. All right, I'm pulling on the Star energy specifically. Tell me why the Star's here. Yeah, I believe that. Oh, yeah. Tell me why the Star is here. Because of these tits right here. It's the best tits in the tarot. It's the Queen of Tits. It is the Empress energy. It is irresistible, right? It is irresistible. It's male or female, doesn't matter. You can have them chicken tits if you're a guy, it don't matter. Male or female, there's hope because they can't distract themselves. It's the story I just told you about. You're nervous about going to the dentist and you try to distract yourself with something practical, but it's still there in the back. It's still there in the background. It's not quite the same. It's not quite as good. you know, as it would be if you didn't have anything you were worried about and you were doing that practical thing. Maybe something you enjoy, like knitting or something. I mean, whatever, I don't know. It doesn't matter. They can't distract themselves. I said right here, rewind, I did say it, rewind. I said futile. It's futile. They cannot distract themselves. Okay, what else? I said 3 cards. Yeah, and right here, 5 of Swords and the Fool. The fact, this is all clarifying the star card, but it almost plays out like the cards up here, you know, kind of a thing. They try to distract themselves, they can't. How are you going to do that? They get in their head, they get confused. Look at him, he looks confused. It's that 5 of Swords that we saw in the pre-shuffle that is generated by the very fact that they get blocked and whatever. Yet they're setting the intention to come in. The 2 of Wands was crossing there. At the end of the day, as I already told you, rewind, I did say it, it's futile. Nobody can resist the Empress energy. It's not resistible. It's irresistible, male or female. In the end, they're coming in. This is a person here who, where this is a coming week where we should see at least a little bit of forward movement. We've been standing still this week if you've been watching the readings, especially the Leo reading, right? I know my Leos are watching here. Your person's standing there. The energy's coming in. But this applies to pretty much everybody on some level. The person's standing still in the 3D, 8 swords, whatever. The energy is coming in. The energy of the soulmates are coming together. It's eventually just going to drag the 3D energy with it. You know, it'll be a little bit behind, but eventually it's going to take it with it. And all this person's free will nonsense, where they're making Toonses the driving cat decisions and driving off the damn road of destiny, it's only causing them to look like this. My coffee house guy, the reason I make coffee at home, right here. And again, I said, rewind, I said they can't get rid of you, right? You distract yourself from that thing you're nervous about, but you can't quite get rid of it, right? Look, there you are, right there. You're there the whole time. Go ahead and distract yourself. It's nonsense. Basically what I'm seeing here is the 5D energy coming toward the soulmate connections in the 5D, coming toward the runners coming back in. We're seeing this all through January. And the 3D person standing still. I'm confused. I'm going to distract myself. I'm 8 of Swords. I'm 9 of Swords. I'm all that shit. And they're just going to get dragged. Just like I do with this guy. If this guy asked me for a couple of bucks at the coffee house, I'd drag his ass outside and point to a McDonald's across the street and say, there's a place there, I think they're hiring, go get you an application. And then you can drink your $10 coffee. You know? It's that they're getting dragged in right here. Right there. Proof is in the Fool. Now they do see it as a risk. I'm not going to lie to you. All of these people see this as a risk. Not you. They don't think you're going to beat them up or something like that, or you smell bad or anything like that. It's the emotion. They have a hard time with emotion, and this is all emotion. This is very emotional. I'm very emotional when I see this card. I want to look away, but I can't. I want to tell her she's not wearing a front to her shirt. I don't. I want to tell her, but I don't. I don't say it. I'm going to pull 3 more cards off the top. I'm going to pull off this Fool here. Which is kind of blending with the Empress energy, so I'm going to kind of get both. All right? Tell me about the Fool energy here. All right, let's see. Give me 3 more cards. Why not, right? I can do anything I want. It's my channel. So I can do anything I want. If I want to pull 3 more cards. I said 3 cards with me. I'm pulling them in sets of 3. It's not a lie. You know, I didn't say how many sets of 3. I just said 3. Let's see where we go here. Give me 3 cards off the Fool here. Tell me about the Fool. This person. These runners in this damn soulmate cycle, they are just, they need a smack in the back of the head. And if your runner's a female, I'd do it with a pillow. It's fine. But still, what are you thinking? Unbelievable. Okay, let's go. 3 cards. Tell me about the Fool here. Okay. I see the bottom card. Yeah, look! 9 swords. The Hermit. And the 3 of Cups. It's futile. I used that word earlier. I'm going to use it again. It's futile. The Fool is, they just come in. Three of Cups is a reconciliation energy in this case, because our root energy here is the Star. It's the only thing I pulled off of. I got these three, then I pulled off the Fool. So these are like cousin cards, right? They're related to the Star by cousin sort of level. It's reconciliation. It's somebody opening up. It's somebody who basically says, "Oh, I'm going in." Look at your person crossing the Hermit. By the way, while they're in the Hermit. And it's like a repeating message. This is why I do this. I like to verify for you. I like to show you. You know I'm right, but I'm showing you. Eight Pentacles again. That's this card right here. 8 Pentacles crossing the Hermit. See, they try to distract themselves. Practical concerns. And every time they do, they end up like this or like this, right? Or confused or whatever, however you want to see it. But these two are a good example. Look at that. Match made in fucking heaven right there, those two. Oh, God, what a night that they'd have. Jesus Christ. The Fool ends in somebody just going for it. This is nonsense. It whittles down. 9s are the end in tarot. 10s are the end that lead to something else. The end. It's dead, done, over. Now we reset to an ace kind of a thing. It's sort of what it's saying here. It escalates. It goes from 5 swords to 9 swords, and they basically just say, well, it's a risk. I'm just going to go for it. For most of you, this person is coming in. They really are. And just to prove it to you, I just looked because the card fell. Underneath that 8 Pentacles, by the way, is the Chariot. Again, it's a message of futility. Distracting yourself with pentacles from love is like standing next to a waterfall when you got to take a piss. The sound of that water is going to bring it right out. It's going to get worse. And it does. It gets worse. They go in 9 swords, and eventually they just come in anyway. The Chariot right here. It's futile. The universe is hammering that home. I don't know why they just don't do it. I don't know. It's part of their karma. It's their karmic debt. They have to learn to be vulnerable. And this is a person, I pulled on this energy all year last year. I did so many extendeds and all that stuff where I went wicked voodoo Dr. Phil on them. You know, and this is somebody who was, for a lot of you, was taught or learned in their early life that being vulnerable got you hurt, or being vulnerable was a weakness. And it's not. You know, the Empress over here, this is part of the reason a lot of readers say, and I say it sometimes too, they're intimidated by you. They are, because you've got your shit together. You're brave enough to go outside with your tits hanging out. That's how confident you are. That's how you feel about yourself. You know they're the best tits, so why shouldn't everybody see them? What the fuck? Who cares? It's that kind of thing. But this person isn't like that. They're worried about what other people think. They're one of those types of people. People like that are afraid to be vulnerable. This card shows, 3 of Cups shows the flow of water. It shows emotion. It shows someone opening up. I don't know how much they're going to open up, but they are going to come in probably out of nowhere. It's going to be a flash decision for them for sure. All right, I can't wait to pull tomorrow's weekly reading. It's going to be a very interesting week when we sparse it out for each of the signs, and then we have the universe added up. And I do clarify with 3 cards for each sign, so it's pretty cool. All right. It's the most powerful reading I do, and I'm glad it's getting more popular, because it's really just a big exploded all signs reading more than anything else. So it's for every sign is for everybody. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. So it's forward movement from where it was this week going into next week. But I suppose a small percentage of you, your person will just jump right to the Fool. But for most of them, it's a really antsy energy, and that makes sense. I opened the reading with that, right? Antsy energy. I said it's real nervous tension. Well, the Fool takes a leap of faith. That comes from that kind of energy, right? If you have to take a leap of faith, it implies that, you know, you're not sure, I'm a little, you know, it's that kind of thing. It's very symmetrical here, the way it came out. It makes sense. It really does. The energy kind of lined up nicely. So that's your reading here. I hope it was helpful. All right. Stay tuned tomorrow for your weekly reading. That's going to be very interesting this coming week. Can't wait to see the week after that. Jesus Christ, with all that planetary stuff pulling on the energy. My God. It's going to be something. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck, everyone.